Hello, my name is Jacob Klerman. On behalf of the broader FMLA team at Apt Associates, Rada Roy, Jane Herr, and Scott Brown, pleasure today to present to you additional results from the 2018 FMLA surveys, in this case considering worksite experiences. This is work that was done for the U.S. Department of Labor Chief Evaluation Office by Apt Associates under contract. The standard disclaimer applies. The views expressed here are those of the authors and should not be attributed to DOL. Reports and other project deliverables can be found at the URL at the bottom of the screen. This presentation has a relatively standard format. I'm going to start with a little bit of background, then I can present the core, which is findings on worksite experiences, then I'll give you some pointers on where you can find additional information. So let's start with that background. The Family and Medical Leave Act of 1993, what we call FMLA, was Public Law 103-3, and it guarantees to eligible employees at covered employers with a qualifying condition 12 weeks of job-protected but unpaid leave. There, in fact, have been 4 waves of the surveys in 1995, 2000, 2012, and 2018. There, in fact, in all but the first year were 2 surveys, an employee and a work survey and a worksite survey, and like wave 3, wave 4, which is the focus of today's talk, was funded by the Department of Labor Chief Evaluation Office and fielded by Apt Associates. That's the background. Let's talk about findings on worksite experiences. The first thing we want to consider is covering work while a worker is on leave. So leave is clearly inconvenient for worksites. They had the employee did something productive while they were at work, and now they're on leave. Now what? So the graph on the right gives the distribution of responses to how employers handled workers and the work they did while they were on leave. So even for leaves of more than a week, work sites report that they can often temporarily assign work to another employee or simply put the work on hold. So that's our first finding. The second finding concerns the negative effects of the FMLA. And when asked, work sites report that the negative effects of the FMLA is rare. Overall, only 2% of sites report that complying with the FMLA has a very negative effect, and another 2% reporting that it's even somewhat negative. 19% report that it's very positive, 12% report that it's somewhat positive, and fully 2/3 of sites, 65%, report that complying with the FMLA is neither positive nor negative. And these patterns are similar to the patterns that we found in the 2012 worksite survey. That's our second finding. The third finding concerns how difficult employers report it is to comply with the FMLA. And again, few worksites report that complying is difficult. 2% report that it is very difficult, and 7% report that it is somewhat difficult. Nearly half report that complying is very easy, 45%, and another quarter report that it is somewhat easy, 24%, with 3% reporting neither easy nor difficult. On the other hand, employers report that dealing with intermittent leave is harder, but not hard to administer. 7% report that it's very difficult, a quarter report that it is somewhat difficult, with the rest divided approximately between neither easy nor difficult, somewhat easy, and very easy. And again, these patterns are similar to the ones we found in the 2012 worksite survey. That's our third finding. The fourth finding concerns how challenging it is for employers to handle a variety of aspects of the FMLA. So some worksites report difficulty dealing with leave, planned short-term leave and planned intermittent leave, where 11 and 13% report that it's very difficult, and a quarter, 24 and 25, report that it is somewhat difficult. More worksites report difficulty with planned long-term leaves, unplanned intermittent leaves, and unscheduled leave for any duration. In those cases, the very difficult group is about a quarter, and the somewhat difficult group is about a third. And again, these patterns are similar to the patterns in the 2012 worksite survey. Those are our findings on the worksite experiences. A lot more information is available. First of all, there are some summary documents. There is an executive summary. There are 3 briefs, one on who is eligible, one on employee leave taking patterns, and one on paid leave, and then there is another short presentation like this one, that one on leave patterns. Then there are a set of detailed documents. The main report is called Results from the 2018 Surveys. It has a main doc report and an appendix volume. There's a methodology report, again a main report and an appendix volume, and there are 2 short papers, one on comparisons of leave taking experiences by gender and one on leave experiences of low-wage workers. And all of these materials and more are available on the Department of Labor Chief Evaluation Office website. See the URL at the bottom of the slide. Thank you for listening to the talk. For more information, you can contact the Project Director at Apt Associates, Rada Roy, or the Project Officer, Department of Labor's Chief Evaluation Office, Kwang Chi Cheng. Thank you very much.